The South African Communist Party celebrated the life and times of its former General Secretary and National Chairperson Joe Slovo virtually due to the COVID-19 pandemic. General Secretary of the SACP, Dr. Blade Nzimande, has spoken out against the corruption in acquiring the COVID-19 vaccine.
In our country, the government should ensure that the production and or sourcing of the COVID-19 vaccine is not subordinated to private wealth accumulation interests. There must be no space left for corruption and state capture in the sourcing of the COVID-19 vaccine, just as it must be the case in every government program, department, or public entity.
When asked if the alliance would be meeting to discuss the process of attaining and rolling out the vaccine, this is what they had to say.
We can confirm that there's a special meeting of the Alliance Political Council tonight to look into the question of the vaccine rollout and even acquisition, basically to discuss the broad concept of the vaccine against COVID-19. Obviously, as the GS indicated in our message today on the commemoration of Comrade Joe Slovo, we want a vaccine to be available to all the people across the world.
Alliance partners also shared their messages of support, placing emphasis on the unity of the tripartite alliance, and offered their condolences to all those who lost their lives due to the coronavirus, including frontline and essential workers.
On behalf of the National Executive Committee of the ANC, we take this opportunity to thank the South African Communist Party for keeping alive the monumental contribution of this outstanding revolutionary of our movement. The unity of our alliance is the unity of our people and the continuation of our revolution.
Secondly, Comrade Joyce, we want to register our condolences to all the families who have lost their lives due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This goes to the families of the frontline workers who put their lives on the line to save ours. We want also to take this opportunity to salute the leaders of the party, of the ANC and of COSAT who have lost their lives.
Meanwhile, the Young Communist League called on ANC leaders and members to refrain from using the SACP in perpetuating factional battles within the movement.
Firstly, is to respond to consistent baseless attacks sometimes that we find by factional groups in the Congress movement itself, and whom, whenever it suits them, sometimes questions the relevance of the party and whether the party is still committed to the struggle of socialism. And again, attempts sometimes when the party internally reflects on the state of the NDR tend to be thought as if the party maybe is discussing to leave the alliance.
In memory of Slovo, the communists have cautioned that the name of Umkhonto weSizwe should not be used for factional battles and have called on the MKMVA and the MK Council to preserve the legacy of what was once the respected spear of the nation. Natasha Phiri, SABC News, Johannesburg.